The ancient forest is transitioning into autumn. Golden rays of sunlight pierce through the leaves, shining down on the slumbering undergrowth. The sound of the babbling brook mingles with the rustling of falling leaves, a scene of incredible peace. And there, a tiny Teddiursa is lost in his sweet treasure. The scent of wild honey makes the little guy forget everything around him. Suddenly, those big round eyes spot something, a new target high above. Come on, little one, dig those tiny claws into the old tree trunk. Wow, look at that massive honeycomb. Golden honey is dripping drop by drop. Who could possibly resist this temptation? Oh no, big trouble! The bees defending the hive have grown furious. Run, Teddiursa, it's too dangerous. He tumbles and runs for his life through the dry leaves, desperately trying to escape the wrath of the angry swarm. Phew, finally safe. But where is this? Lost in the deep woods, the little bear feels so alone and bursts into tears. Suddenly, the ground shakes. A massive shadow looms over him. Glowing yellow eyes in the darkness. Is it a ferocious Ursaring? Wait, those eyes soften. It's not a threat. It turns out the great protector, his father, has found his little cub. Teddiursa nuzzles against his father's leg, finding absolute safety. The tears of fear are replaced by relief. With his father here, the forest is no longer scary. Under the crimson sunset of the day's end, two silhouettes, one big, one small, walk home together. A lesson learned for Teddiursa and a beautiful ending to this autumn day.
In the damp forests around shallow ponds, what appears first isn't a ninja. It's tiny Froakie clinging to rocks and low branches. Most people only notice the puffed white bubbles on its chest and back, without realizing this is its very first suit of armor. That foam isn't soap, it's countless microbubbles made from its own skin secretions, cushioning Froakie from impact and sudden temperature shifts. When Froakie falls from height, the foam compresses first, taking the force, then springs back, keeping the soft body inside intact. Few know that Froakie can shed this foam like an old coat, leaving a vague copy of its shape behind as bait for predators. That foam holds its heat and scent for a few seconds, long enough for an attacker to rush the decoy while Froakie clings to another trunk. Beneath the bubbles, Froakie's skin is thin and moist, letting it read humidity and temperature shifts like an early warning system. Its hind legs develop early, thighs and calves holding most of its muscle mass, even though from the outside it looks light and soft. Young Froakie spend most of their time leaping from rocks to leaves, constantly testing how much height their foam can safely absorb. When the foam grows denser, sticks better, and regenerates faster after each impact, their bodies are signaling readiness for a bigger change. On a still, humid night, the foam around Froakie begins to tremble, contracting into a thin cocoon pressed tight against its body. Inside that compressed shell, bones stretch, muscles tighten, skin shifts color, and Froakie starts abandoning its round infant shape. When the foam bursts, Froakie is gone. In its place stands Frogadier, leaner, longer-legged, and far more awake in the eyes. The foam no longer coats its whole body. It gathers around the neck, shoulders, and back like a removable scarf and cloak. Frogadier's skin is darker, smoother, more flexible, optimized not just to cushion blows, but to cut through air during long leaps between trunks. It throws condensed patches of foam like projectiles. Wherever they land, they stick, creating temporary footholds on stone walls and bark. Few realize Frogadier uses those foam marks as a map, tagging safe routes through the forest so it can return in darkness without looking. Its toe pads grow microscopic grooves, working with a thin mucus film to grip both wet and dry surfaces in near total silence. Frogadier's widened eyes scan both beneath the water's surface and along the canopy, tracking prey across 2 layers of space at once. But even this speed and precision is only a draft. Its body has one more evolution ahead before it becomes a true killer in the dark. As a fully grown Frogadier, it no longer jumps just to survive. It jumps to refine every entry angle and every foam-throwing trajectory. Muscles in its legs and hips bear constant strain, thin skin stretching and relaxing again and again through endless jumping drills. With each landing, the foam around its neck and back vibrates like a sensor, absorbing force and letting it feel impact with precision. In heavy rain, Frogadier trains by turning trees, rocks, and water surfaces into a single, uninterrupted running line. When pushed to its limits, its skin starts thinning in certain spots, hinting at darker, smoother layers waiting underneath. On nights like these, the foam around its neck slowly changes structure, tiny bubbles merging into a thicker band wrapped tight around its throat and chest. At the moment of evolution, the foam seems to sink into its skin, while its tongue grows long and coils around its neck, replacing the familiar foam scarf. When the glow fades, Frogadier is gone. Ninjinja stands in its place, sleek, sharp, damp-skinned, ready to turn water and darkness into weapons. Its skin is now smooth like wet rubber, reflecting light in thin lines, while the muscles beneath are packed into compact bundles built for sudden bursts. To test this new design, the world offers no simple opponent. At the forest's edge, Sceptile waits, blended perfectly into the canopy it guards. Sceptile's skin doesn't shine like Ninjinja's. It's thick, matte, and rough, like reptile hide fused with old tree bark. The leaves along its back and tail swell with moisture, veins etched deep, their edges frayed from countless strikes. Two hunting philosophies meet at the border of water and wood, a shallow swamp edged with moss-covered stones. Ninjinja sinks low, wet skin taut under moonlight. Sceptile stands tall, tail long raised, claws buried deep in soft earth. At this range, both know a single mistake is enough to end the fight in just one motion. Ninjinja doesn't charge. It pulls water from the pool below, droplets sliding over its arm and gathering into a thin disc. Skin on its forearm tightens, tendons rising beneath the damp surface as the first water shuriken compresses, edges gleaming like glass. Across from it, Sceptile's leafy forearm slims and glows green. Its rough skin recedes behind a crescent of sharpened leaf. Ninjinja hurls the water blade. Sceptile steps in, swiping leaf blade across, splitting the shuriken into a rain of droplets. Droplets splash onto both fighters. On Ninjinja, they become glistening mirrors. On Sceptile, they sink into a dull, textured hide. Greninja takes the low route, darting over mud and shallow water. Sceptile takes the high route, bounding from trunk to trunk. They drop into the same shallow pool at nearly the same moment, water exploding around them as their eyes meet at close range. Sceptile strikes first, turning its hips and sweeping a wide leaf blade across. Greninja drops low and slides back over the surface, its feet pushing a thin wave around its ankles to slip just outside the arc. Riding that motion, Greninja spins into a roundhouse kick, a trail of water following its shin as it slams into Sceptile's torso. The blow drives Sceptile back through the mud, leaves on its back shaking loose more water, but its trunk-like body still doesn't fall. It counters by vaulting straight upward, leaf blade raised for a downward chop, while Greninja stomps into the pool and throws up a thick curtain of water between them. Behind that brief screen, Greninja gathers every droplet clinging to its skin into its hands, crushing them into a final water shuriken. The blade slips out through the falling sheet, kisses across Sceptile's chest, and leaves a clean, cold line. Sceptile's breathing turns heavy, the leaves along its back droop, and it's forced to retreat into the forest shadows with one hand over its chest. At the pool's edge, Greninja says nothing at all, its skin still gleaming with water as it silently watches its opponent fade back into the dark.
Welcome to the tranquil corners of the Kanto region. In these peaceful gardens, we find a creature that has become a global laughingstock, the Magikarp. For centuries, it has been ridiculed by both trainers and scholars. It's been dubbed the world's weakest Pokémon. But nature rarely creates something without a purpose. In the wild, the Magikarp is a masterpiece of overbreeding. Herein lies its only defense, its tenacious vitality and rapid reproduction. Even if 1,000 are devoured, 10,000 more will take their place, a veritable defenseless source of protein. For a predator like Pidgeotto, a stranded Magikarp is a free gift from the tide. But the world is changing, and a new predator has emerged. For a long time, humanity has witnessed rivers stained red with fish scales. What was once overlooked by professional trainers is now taking center stage in the global market. Fishing is no longer a local tradition. It's a large-scale industrial operation. Under the morning mist, traditional fishing fleets move with practiced efficiency. These nets are heavy, astonishingly heavy.
They pull up a swirling mass of orange and yellow. It's a harvest of helpless creatures. On the docks, the chaos of the river is transformed into the language of commerce. Each fish is measured, sorted, and iced. The vibrant scales of the Magikarp, once a sign of evolutionary failure, now serve as lighthouses guiding the fishing fleets to their destination. This is the birth of an industry. The journey continues under streetlights. A high-speed logistics network ensures the catch reaches the city before sunrise. From the back of a refrigerated truck in a dark alley, the Magikarp enters its final and most prestigious stage. In the hands of an Itamai master, preparation is not simply cooking, it's a ritual of respect and precision. The knife is sharpened to the point of cutting a hair in half. The thick, tough scales, the Magikarp's only armor, must be removed with surgical care. Beneath that rough shell lies a surprising secret: flesh of extraordinary quality. It is firm, marbling, and possesses a vibrant orange color comparable to the finest Dratini fillets. One wrong cut will ruin its delicate texture. Here, the useless fish becomes a culinary masterpiece. Once prepared, the transformation is complete. It's sliced as thin as paper for usukuzukuri sashimi, or slow simmered in a rich, sweet soy broth until the collagen melts into the sauce. Once the food of desperate travelers, it's now the most sought-after delicacy in five-star restaurants. It's the ultimate irony. The Pokémon everyone once ridiculed is now the Pokémon everyone wants to eat. But the world's appetite is insatiable. A delicacy once reserved for emperors is now coveted by the global elite. But this luxury comes with a terrible price. The once endless rivers are falling silent. The characteristic splashing sound of Kanto mornings is fading. We're consuming them faster than the rivers can replenish them. Market price rises as the population declines, and the menu increasingly bears the mark of scarcity. The once vibrant waters are becoming still. Across the land, the Magikarp's golden age is coming to a sad, quiet end. It survived the ancient world, but it may not survive the dinner table. See you in the next installment as we explore the increasingly blurred boundaries of the natural world. Good night.